Hey everybody, we're back with part 2 of Max Payne, A Cold Day in Hell. Oh no, we're not doing Max Payne 2 yet, we're just doing part 2 of Max Payne 1. How you doing, Teak? The weirdest thing is, like, Remedy did decide to put a subtitle on Max Payne 2. It's Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne. Which feels really unnecessary. Alright, because of the way the saving system works, we're going to have to do the end of the last chapter again. But we can see this as like kind of a recap, so it'll be fine. Alright, let's go.
It's close. It's coming. You have come. A witness to the end. Time. It's now! I will rise to her side!
So we confronted Jack Lupino last time,
I'm beyond the words.
who was the crime boss that we had been after for dealing in the drug Valkyrie or V. That reminds me, I probably need to turn the brightness back up. I'm looking at this and thinking, wow, this is dark. There we go. That shouldn't overdo it. Alright.
I'm the wolf! Yeah! I am the wolf!
Okay, what's next? Pump action. Not good. Okay, not what I'm after. Oh, the ammo situation is dire. Where are we? I always appreciate in games when a shotgun isn't like 5 feet of effectiveness and then worthless. Of course, the problem is that also goes for the bad guys.
I had known there'd have to be a catch in it somewhere.
Last
This one
time
was the
on
Empire
Max
State Building
Payne.
of catches. Lupino was pumped up and dying to go 15 rounds with a mutant alligator. And then he started this spooky monkey talk, straight from a bad dream. Mine.
I have tasted the flesh of fallen angels. I've tasted the devil's green blood. It runs in my veins.
So the idea is that Lupino is high on his own product, and that has kind of drove him crazy.
Is coming. She is coming. and hell follows with her. This is the Twilight
There is the
Winter.
question of whether he got that face tattoo before or after he went crazy on drugs.
Her time is now, and all who stand in her way must die!
Alright.
Die!
Let me just throw a quick save. I can't save.
You'll die! You'll die! Now! All die!
Let me just throw a quick save here. And there we go. That was the end of part 1.
Finally went down. I wanted to make real sure he'd stay that way. V was a bad monster. Turned them into friggin' zombie demons from outer space.
I think he's dead already.
Huh? And that's when it happened.
But dead or not, you've got the wrong guy.
In stepped this knockout femme fatale holding a gun to my face. I returned the favor.
And now we begin part 2. Who is this mysterious woman? What does she mean by we've got the wrong guy?
Lisa Punchinello. Lisa Punchinello was the Don's wife.
Mona Sachs, Lisa's evil twin.
Your safety's off, evil twin. You might hurt someone with that gun of yours.
Lisa's the damsel in distress. I'm the professional. I'd blow you away without batting an eye.
Sure, and you can check out my credentials splattered all over this joint.
Jack couldn't have framed you, not the state he was in. We're after the same slime bag. Angelo Punchinello's the one who murdered your friend and framed you with it.
You know this for a fact.
I've got my sources.
I don't have a clue these days. I just shoot them as they come. Who put a contract on the Archfiend?
This one's mine. I hate the guts of that sadistic wife-beater.
Okay.
Why not pool our bullets for this one?
I thought you'd never ask. My finger was starting to twitch.
How do you like your whiskey?
I'm easy.
Kind of ruins the tone a bit. A little here, where you can see the actors
Good stuff.
really
Tasted
trying
sweet as
hard not
honey
to
going
crack
down.
up in these still images.
Can't risk you going berserk and getting Lisa killed.
The nightmare was always the same. Violent shapes moving in darkness, old and ugly. The killer's mad laughter was a rhythm.
But it gives us a new
through
step
window.
to... a new rung on the ladder to climb. Ahead of Jack Lupino and
baby was
towards
crying.
Don Punchinello. But first we have to get through this really awful sequence that's so bad they do it twice. The second game brings back the ideas of these non-combat pieces that mostly serve to kind of psych you out a little bit.
No, please, Max.
But they're done way better in the second game. It's not even this part that's the really bad part. I will get to it in a minute. Once we get through these endless corridors. We'll get there eventually. It helps to keep in mind that this isn't, this isn't impossible geometry. This is a set level design. So it's just a big maze that you have to try and work your way through. So remember your positioning as you move through it, and you'll eventually make it through.
Should have known it when we found you snoring next to Lupino's corpse. A comedian, huh?
The pictures were filled with good old times. Alex and I had a few moments of glory between us. Crime-fighting comrades, the best in NYPD DEA collaborative team. Good-hearted macho bullshit like that. I would have given anything to have him here as my backup. No such luck. No luck at all.
That's interesting. That didn't light up like it normally would as an interactive sequence, so is that there in the prologue? Because I've never actually seen that before.
Michelle looked at me for the photo. The Payne family.
Oh, stream
Happy was
disconnected.
captured in a Polaroid moment. I had thought it would last forever, till death do us part. I didn't want to think about it. As long as I didn't, it could never happen. But I had broken my own rule. The thought had already slipped in. Fear was rusty needles poking at my brain. Cold and scaly, it slithered
There we
down
go,
my
it
chest.
looks like it's back. There we go, it's back now. Yeah, stream disconnected for some reason, Teak. It's always great when that happens. Thank you, thank you. How you doing, Teak? Well enough? That's good. You doing more Dragon Quest tonight? Pretty chill day. That's not bad. That is not bad. That's the plan. Awesome. Alright, so here comes the real problem of the nightmare sections in Max Payne.
I really love the Wedge cartoons.
And I am gonna throw a save down.
Oh, that boy's my favorite.
Okay, and that was a quick tap.
Cartoons. Captain Baseball Bat Boy's
And I mentioned in part 1 that, like, there's no actual analog movement on this game. It's basically WASD mapped to an analog stick. Might as well be a D-pad. So here we go. So you gotta really watch out for this shit. And it goes on for longer than you really want it to, and it happens again.
I really love the Wedge cartoons. Captain Baseball. I really love the Wedge
And it's far too easy to slip off just by walking. And so with that kind of stuff, you might as well just keep jumping across. Because for some reason in this nightmare sequence you are given moon jumps. And so by doing that, I just skipped basically all of that. Which...
No, please God, no.
Like, we could go back and we could do it properly, and it takes a stupidly long time. and it's too easy to just slip off and die.
Slice 'em, dice 'em, shoot 'em full of holes, blow 'em to bits, vaporize 'em, disintegrate 'em. No matter what you do, they'll still be back good as new.
Michelle's diary lay on the table.
Right, and here comes the bedroom.
Max, no, please, Max. Why? I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Murderer! You killed her! Nothing like that ever happens in the real world.
Chapter 1. The baseball bat. Arguably one of the trickiest chapters in the game.
I woke up in a bad dream. My head felt 2 sizes too small for my brain,
Max Payne. I envy your name.
and the killer was smiling.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Frankie the Bat Niagara.
Niagara, as in you cry a lot? He had a baseball bat and I was tied to a chair. Pissing him off was the smart thing to do.
It'd be great if they had some behind the scenes footage of them
After all,
recording
we'll
this
laugh
stuff.
now and then. Take me, for example. I love to watch cartoons. Cartoon violence is a fascinating thing. Let's take a break. I need to take a leak and maybe grab a cold one at the bar. Don't worry. I'll be back to finish this off. And then, it's checkout time.
You play, you pay, you bastard. He swaggered out, and the door clanged shut behind him, locks clicking into place. Everyone makes mistakes. Mine hadn't been to crack jokes about the goon with the bat. He'd have cracked my skull regardless. It hadn't even been to trust a girl with a gun. I had blindly gone after the first bad guy on my hit list when I should have been aiming further up the ladder, at the head of the Punchinello family. I couldn't bring myself to be pissed at Mona.
You know, when you tie someone up to beat them to death, you should probably put them in a sturdier chair.
But when somebody decides to play baseball with your head, you tend to get sore. They had dragged me back to the basement of Lupino's hotel. I was beaten, bruised, and blue. I felt like the chair I had broken to get free.
Yeah, this is familiar territory, the hotel basement. Which we saw in
All I had was my
3,
Niagara's
maybe?
bat, sticky with my own blood.
So yeah, this is kind of tricky because we start with no weapons beyond the baseball bat and little health.
Without a gun, I'd be no match for Frankie's men. I'd have to play hide and seek with them.
We'll take care of it.
Yeah, I know. Just I wouldn't mind having a... It's Payne!
Alright, this is bad. There you go. That's locked. Don't even have the lead pipe.
Without a gun, I'd be no match for Frankie's
Now,
men.
what do we got here?
I'd have to play hide and seek with them.
The painkillers will help. Be more of a fighting chance.
We'll take care of it.
Yeah, I know. Just I wouldn't mind having a go at him myself.
It's Frankie's turn.
Yeah, I know.
Yo!
Oh!
Well, that got nasty quick. It really burned through that health.
Hey,
Uh-oh. Oh, there was somebody behind me. Okay, so this is probably a good point to save. Low on health, yes, but I have killed everybody, I think. Some painkillers on these shelves. Beretta ammo is all well and good, but I don't have a Beretta. And as anybody who plays video games should really know, you can't put Beretta ammo into a Desert Eagle. Different caliber. Painkillers. Alright, I think we're ready to go and bust some heads. Elevator will probably take me somewhere. Oh, I'm sorry, did I interrupt something?
Caption for a member soon. Frankie had left his calling card, a Captain Baseball bat boy strip, next to a sewer passage filled with bodies.
You'd better not mess with Captain Baseball Bat Boy. Even my arch enemy, Bicycle Helmet Girl, swoons at the sight of me. Aha!
There were enough corpses to put a mass murderer to shame.
Concerning. Alright, so how bad's this gonna be? A lot of boxes, let's bust them, see if we can get any goodies. Here's the interesting thing with this game of it, with the 3-part focus, it does end up coming across quite like the classic PC games that would come with usually 3 parts the episode, with like the first one being shareware. Although this comes off differently because of its strong narrative focus. Oh, nobody here. Cool. Take that. Those. And those. Thinking Max Payne is back in action. Let's save. Let's definitely save. Won't have to do all that again. Going up. Anything else? Somebody threw a grenade. Probably gonna come charging in. No? Alright. Guess they want the party to come to them. I'm such a friendly guy, how can I not oblige? Probably gonna have more trouble soon. Take some of this. You know, looking at the quality of like the rest of the textures and everything, like, they don't look that bad compared to this. The quality, the texture on this just looks terrible. Outside, just run off into the night. No, I want to take care of Frankie the Bat Niagara. Can't just let people bust my skull up and get away with it, can I? What kind of precedence will that set? Circle around the front of the hotel? That sounds like a good idea. What's going on with that?
Things were fast going from bad to worse.
Oh, that's not good. Guess better go and crash their party. Alright, how bad is this gonna be?
The men in blue had come and gone. They had decorated the place with chalk outlines and tied it together with yellow tape.
Must have had a lot of chalk, a lot of carnage behind.
The cops who had stayed behind were dead. Frankie, his boys, and I had the place all for ourselves.
Yeah, reception's closed.
Just forget about it. Just forget about it. Hey, just forget about it.
Okay.
That crazy witch, you should have heard her. She was a real scream when the boys caught her trying to cap the Don. Oh, that's friggin' bad. To the trio? That's even worse than what Frankie's doing.
Interesting when they have these scenes like this that are very clearly just
was talking about Mona. Punchinello's trio were
images from the game, like the screen caps of the game,
There he is.
as opposed to the live action stuff. I hate dudes with shotguns. What's going on the radio?
The fact remains that all the victims so far identified in the Ragnarok shooting have been known criminals, many of whom had large doses of V in their blood. Reliable sources say that Max Payne was also among those killed, although no body has been recovered at this time.
Reliable sources. That meant somebody thought the Mafia had me, didn't want the cops snooping around anymore. The body would be delivered to them barely recognizable. Case closed. Don Punchinello had the power to be that reliable source, which was no news. But his news was old news. Framing me hadn't been enough. Don Punchinello had put a hit on me. He wanted me dead, and it had been important enough for him to give written instructions to Frank.
Written instruction?
Max Payne should die like a dog for the trouble he's caused. Frankie, I know I can trust you to give this matter the dedication it needs.
Yeah, it's nice to know I'm pissing off people in high places. Makes me feel special. A difference in the world.
What the hell?
Catch you with your pants down. Oh, they took all the medication. Frankie.
The hotel bar was fast developing quite a history. True to his words, Frankie was there, having a beer.
Jesus Christ. How the hell did you get loose?
Got bored waiting. Thought, what the hell, we could just as well finish this here.
Fine by me. This works out just as well.
Alright. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure he was even done. Maybe I interrupted him in the middle of it. Oh, Frankie was nasty. Managing to hit me even though I was shoot dodging.
Thank
That's
you.
what it's actually
What a
called,
lovely
shoot dodging.
island. Had enough? I don't play with girls anyway. Unfair!
I spotted the tail as soon as I left the hotel. A big black Mercedes. I'd seen the car before. That time it had heralded impressive explosions. Vladimir was back.
Bang. You're dead, Max Payne.
I might have laughed if I remembered how.
Well, this is gonna get interesting.
What's this supposed to be? Cops and robbers? Look, you want something with me? Get in line.
Peace, man. Relax. You know you are a real news item. Armed and dangerous. I am going to make you an offer you can't refuse. I've always wanted to say that.
It's a bum rap. I've been framed.
Well, that's a moot point. Whatever you did or did not do, I'm sure you had good reason for doing it. Want to hear me out?
I'm listening.
Chapter 2. Offer you can't refuse.
Punchinello messing with V is bad for business all around. But that's not all. There is this guy, Boris Dime, used to pull jobs for me. He's the captain of the cargo ship Shaun. Now the bastard turncoat has gone over to the other side, Punchinello's. The ship's loaded with high-res hardware, guns, my business. If Punchinello gets hold of that cargo, he's won and I have lost. And you'll have your work cut out for you.
Well, putting a start to
Punchinello, you need heavy-duty persuaders.
capacity gun
I am
shipment
just
will
the man to get them for you.
definitely do me
Change the ship
a lot
back
of
under my
favours
flag,
with the
but
Don.
maybe pop 2 in the traitor Dime's head while you're at it. You'll get enough guns to start the apocalypse. You in or out?
Let's get this show on the road. Vladimir was one of those old-time bad guys with honor and morals, which made him almost one of the good guys. None of us was a saint. The Brooklyn riverfront was a maze of rusty containers,
Honor and
sharp
morals.
bone cranes looming up from the snowstorm. On a night like this, you couldn't help but think of the
Nearest
dark
of
army
all
of
my
dead men
friends.
sleeping with the fishes, cement shoes in line. No Minotaur lurked in this labyrinth, but somewhere out there, on the clanking deck of his cargo freighter, the skipper of the Charon was waiting, like the ferryman of the river Styx.
There it is. Rock and roll. Into the shipyard.
Hey,
Alright, the shipyard is probably going to be a lot of close quarters, so... Shotgun probably isn't a bad idea. There it is. I didn't get a good enough shot on him the first time. That was avoidable damage. It really was. Nope. Nope. Nope.
both of them.
Yep. Interesting. I'm going back to the Berettas. I want the range. Behind door number 1. Trouble. Fireworks. That was good, I like that. Alright, I'm gonna guess right, because this door looks like all the others that didn't open. There you go. Oh. Those Ingrams can really pile up the damage fast. This is gonna get nasty when we start getting to the heavier weapons. Kinda feel like I'm barely hanging on as it is. Trouble. Alright, I think I'm done up there. Could you guys please use some Berettas? I'd like more ammo for it. Good reliable gun, the Beretta. Good stuff. Good stuff.
What the hell?
Shotgun. Another one. Okay, frame rate is chugging. Put that in there. Alright, there we go. I didn't expect there to be 2 guys there, let alone 3. Alright, frame rate's definitely doing better now. Goodies over here. Ooh, Beretta ammo. Take some of that, thank you. And what's behind door number 2? Nothing, it's locked. Alright, so where do we go? Where do we go now? Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go now? Yeah, that looks like a stepping stone. Yeah, I fell off the crane. Trouble? Trouble coming out of there? Yep. I do love that a good close-range blast from the shotgun sends the enemies ragdolling. Okay, I love it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Well, here we go again. Really should have called quicker. Take some of these goodies. Yeah, I forgot the quick save was here. I'm thinking to myself after we started this, when we were in the basement, like, I thought there was a quick save, but it just says save on the menu. It's like, no, quick save's on the pause menu, and I completely forgot. That's good work, me. Onwards and onwards, I guess. Yeah, it feels like around every corner is somebody trying to kill me. You ever get that sense? I feel like that's a trap.
What the hell?
It wasn't, that's good. Alright. Good shooter fun.
Raise the bridge.
Yeah, got trouble. Oh yeah, I love that. It's a good shotgun. Good shotgun. There's a good sound to it. It's very weighty. Hey, nope. Oh. Always the grenades that get me. Alright, let's see what we can do. Someone else is shooting me, but I don't know where from. Oh, there you are. If you were right there, how did you keep missing me? That's the last of the painkillers. Grenades just screw me up so bad. That could be useful. What am I over here for? There we go. One of those weirdly kind of interactive moments in old shooters that would usually just kind of catch you off guard when you saw it. Alright, any more? Yep. He's got Ingrams, so that's not going to be nice. Even shoot dodging, that was a lot of damage. Oh dear. The good news is the game does have a slight amount of regenerating health. So as not to make the game unwinnable.
Rico Muerto had come to town to do more than just sort out family troubles.
Oh yeah,
Exhibits
Rico.
number 1, 2, and 3. A briefcase of money, a sniper rifle, and an envelope with one word neatly printed on a folded piece of expensive paper.
Mayor.
It didn't sound like a mafia contract at all. It was too cold and too to the point.
Interesting. I have a sniper rifle though, so that's something. Whatever's going on goes a little bit deeper there. Motherfucker, I just got that painkiller. Get out of my store. Break all these old computers. And your photocopier. Alright. Let's go. Big door or small door? Small door. Chapter 3. Rats and oily water. Guy up there. Can I get him? Anything else? Nope, we're all good. Awesome. Yeah, that's all good. I saw snow in this warehouse. Yeah, oh, trouble. Oh, be careful. God damn, go down. Grenades. Always grenades. Always grenades. Yeah, snow. A bit of snow coming through somewhere. Grenade. Another grenade. Dingleberry. Snow is clipping through the walls. Which means this chapter can't take place entirely within the warehouse. Because if it was, why would they have the outside still snowing? That wouldn't make sense. My guess is the snow makes a wavy pattern as it falls, and it's imprecise place. No, it's just in the middle there. What is that? Weird. I was gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, here's the wall, here's the snow starting point, it's making a wave, like... But no, it's just in the middle of the warehouse, it's weird. Yay, painkillers. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do a quick save before we go up top. This'll make me easy tag for basically everybody. I can't see who's shooting at me. Oh, there they are. Well, time to reload. I appreciate the reload times are so quick. Well, that's always something that can be kind of really frustrating. Like, you know, it takes you like a minute to reload in a game where you're gonna die often. You're gonna make your game difficult, like, at least make the loading time shorter. Or reloading times, I guess. secret compartment of goodies. Yeah, a couple of good. Escape still didn't make that. Irritating, because that looks like a bottle of painkillers right there just taunting me. Escape, someone got me. Alright. So I watched Mortal Kombat yesterday. It was alright. I've seen worse video games than I made. I appreciate his commitment to the source material in regards to stuff like the fatalities. Quite nice. Oh, this is going to be awful, I can feel it. Awkward miss. Thank you, bullet time. Oh, come on. That's bullshit. Yeah, Mortal Kombat was good. Who else is shooting me? Okay. How bad is this going? It's good to know that the hitbox on the crate, which was larger than it really should have been, was screwing him up as well as me. Take all of this goodies. Oh, hello. right in the face. Alright, let's get out of here. I swear there's somebody else shooting. You know, thinking about it, it might not be the best idea to make the scope button the same button that you use to use things. Not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it could be done. Awesome. Let's see, shotgun. Awesome. Oh, but it wasn't as painful as I was expecting. Back in the warehouse. Hey Titanium, thanks for the look, buddy. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, you got trouble there. Okay, who else is shooting me? Okay, I'm dead. God damn it.
What the hell?
This will do me better. Knew that guy wasn't dead. Careful. Careful. Well, this is probably a death. Nope, okay, cool. Okay, is that everybody? Alright, let's take care of some extra business. Okay. Okay, that looks like progress. That damn fall damage. Alright, guys, nothing else to do but go forward. Nothing. Nothing over there. Alright, was there painkillers on top of this box? No. Okay. Alright, let's go.
Found Boris Dime's ship.
I just do a quick save. Alright, sniper then. See if that'll get me anything. I see anybody? Oh, there's a dude there, cool. Dead now, but was a dude. Is that it? Oh, there's a button here. Oh, okay, cool. Here I was trying to jump over it. It should have worked. Stand by that plan, it should have worked. Goodies that I'm already full up on. I should probably use some of them then. What do we got?
Rust had crept over the sides of the cargo steamer a long time ago. Boris Dime would be on board. I'd have to smoke half of his crew to even get near the gangplank. Guns were probably being kept in the hold, buried amidst the rats and oily water.
Yeah, I have to waste half his crew to get near the gangplank. As if I've not already been doing that. There's the entrance. When are you gonna come crawling out once I step on there? Yeah. Nice combat roll, bro. I think that takes care of up here. Okay, that was nasty.
Angie, tell me, how much did Dime cost you? I bet it was more than his name.
Max Payne,
Right the first time.
you're dead, punk.
You sure you're not confusing me with Boris here? But you are right, of course. Pretty soon we should get together and have a talk.
You son of a...
Pissing Punchinello off was a dangerous game, but when people get mad, they make mistakes. I should know. That's where I wanted Punchinello, mad enough to trip over his own feet.
I mean, let's be
Preferably
fair, we
into
make
grave.
Punchinello mad, how much worse is it going to get for us? Painkillers. Yeah.
Dime! Dime! Cap! Dime!
Good. Ah, he's getting shotguns. You want to play it like that? I'll play it like that. Oh. Yeah, that guy didn't go down first shot, which I'm a little unhappy. Down, you son of a bitch. Maybe I should have thrown a grenade in here. And door number 2 is just locked. Alright, let's keep going. Yay, guns. Wait, one second. This is a lot of guns. These mini guns. We now go fully loaded. Assault rifle.
Did you get everything you need?
Check.
I owe you. Anything you need.
This is my solo. When I'm through, Punchinello won't be anybody's problem anymore.
Clear as vodka. But anytime you get between a rock and a hard place, just whistle. This could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
You really get a bang out of this big-time gangster act, don't you?
What a weird guy. Put out my flames with gasoline.
Even with all this firepower, I figured I couldn't get to Punchinello at his manor. I could only hope that he wouldn't pass a chance to hear me beg, to see he's won. This is Max Payne. I want to cut a deal.
Payne, you're a dead man.
That's what everybody keeps telling me. I got your ship and her cargo. I want to meet. No pain, no gain. Capiche?
You know my restaurant?
Yeah, I know it.
1 hour.
Punchinello's restaurant had seen better days.
Yeah, this seems like a bad idea.
Snow was falling like ashes from post-apocalyptic skies, but that was outside. Things would soon get hot in the Don's restaurant. I knew it was a long shot, Angelo Punchinello actually showing up, but there was no crime in hoping.
Lights on. Oh, well, there are the lights. Fuck. Okay, no. I'm on fire. So this chapter is kind of infamous in that you really have to know where you're going, and you've got to go the exact right way. I don't remember what that right way is. Isn't there? It isn't here. Okay, the door opens now. Oh crap. Thanks for lighting the place up, I can hardly see. Not upstairs. Big is this place? God damn. God damn. Oh shit, it's still going. Well, I'm dead. Oh, that was close. So what is this? Insurance fraud and take me out at the same time? The Don's restaurant's seen better days, so you'll burn it down with me inside. I like this gun. This is.
The mobsters have been guarding a real treasure. The way out of this disco inferno.
There he is!
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck. Fuck. Do that again.
Get me. The feeling was mutual. He was trying
Okay,
to
and
put out my
painkillers
flames.
are here. Do the reload. Thank you. 2 guys. And do a quick save. Quick save will be nice.
The mobsters have been guarding a real treasure.
Can I get down there
The way
without
out of this
hurting
disco
myself?
inferno.
There's a ladder, but I don't think I can use ladders in this game. I guess that counts. Okay, what? I don't even know how I died there.
The mobsters have been guarding a real treasure. The way out of this disco inferno.
There he is!
Is it one of these douchebags? It's a sewer level. Rejoice. Rejoicing is mandatory. I can't believe they put this many guys in here when they're expecting to take me out with the arson. Well, you think, okay, you want to make sure that I die here? You think 2 guys would be enough? And again, with how many I've killed already. This could just be pragmatism. Hi. Go through almost all my ammo for this nice new gun. Back down. Okay, nope, careful. Oh yeah, now we're good. Back to street level? Hopefully.
Vlad had seen my smoke signals. The Mercedes was revving to go, almost drowning out the Banshee well of the sirens.
You coming? We'll drop you off at the Punchinello Manor.
Sounds good to me.
I guess we will
When
hope
this is
the
over,
Don's
look me
state.
up. I could use a professional like you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Chapter 5 Angel of Death. Say hello.
night groaned with cold. The garden lights flickered nervously. In their light, the falling snow was dead white before the darkness ate it up. I had heard the stories. The trio were mad dogs. They'd have hung the heads of their enemies over the manor gates if the capo had only let them. Punchinello wanted Payne. He'd see the pain. The trick in my situation was that there was no trick, no matter what the movies tell you. No rules, no secret mantra, no roadmap. It wasn't about how smart or how good you were. It was chaos and luck, and anyone who thought different was a fool. All you could do was to hang on madly, as long and as hard as you could.
Basically,
Someone
right.
graciously
That's
left
basically
the
how
back
this
door
is going to
before me
go.
and killed the guards. My money was on Mona. I knew the trio would be standing between me and Punchinello. I had read their rap sheets, thick as phone books. No one would be walking out of here alive. The numbing cold of the broken night had followed me in. Upstairs, the trio tangoed down the manor halls to the silent rhythm of their murderous hearts, the blood of their victims rust on their lips. Vince Mugnano, Pilot Providence, a.k.a. Big Brother, and Joe Deadpan Salem. The pistol was a frozen lump in my hand, piercing the skin, gnawing me to the bone.
Alright. In through the basement, work our way up.
In death, the thug had been promoted to messenger.
Interesting.
Someone hadn't enjoyed the Don's hospitality. Someone with a flair for the dramatic. Someone who had let herself out of a locked cell and past a couple of armed guards. My thoughts were on Mona again. I could only hope she was a good enough gambler to walk away while she was still winning, before she'd run into the trio.
Alright, how nasty is this going to get? Shotgun duel. Stuff. It's snowing in the Don's basement again. Casa D'Angelo finally open. Guess it's not going to be open again. You bastard.
Someone get the guys from upstairs! No one's going anyplace. Too late for that. He walks in, we waste him. Vinny and Joe and Pilot won't get the credit for this kill.
Okay.
Harley!
Got lucky a couple of times there. Wasn't entirely sure which angle he was coming at me from. Let's test out the interactivity. Okay. I know there's a game. There's a game with wine barrels, I think it is. Some kind of barrel. Where you can shoot the barrel and it'll empty to the point you've shot it in. And then if you shoot it at a lower point, it'll empty more. I can't remember what it is. Something I've not thought about in a long time. Alright, something's going on.
It didn't take me long to run into the tree. The word on Lisa Punchinello was that she was a bit of a witch. The tarot cards on the kitchen table fit the picture. They weren't my kind of cards, but I was willing to take a crack at the hand Mrs. Punchinello had dealt. The first card was the tower. Maybe that was supposed to be the manor. It got easy after that. The devil was the master of the house, and death was me, coming for him.
That's not what the tarot means. Destruction, change, and I don't even remember what the devil was really supposed to mean. Of course, I'm here to bring destruction and change. New reign. End of the reign, beginning of a new reign. I don't know. It was like 2001, you could forgive me. I'm gonna assume that was the trio.
One down, two to go.
Or I guess that was one member of the trio. Oh, jeez. That caught me off guard. Seems like it never ran out of ammo for this shotgun. Everybody's using them. Play it soon, Max. Try again. Not bad. Okay, something blew up. Dangerous to mix booze and medication. That is no way to treat a guest. Where did that come from? Yeah, I got stuck on the stairs. There we go. Been finding a lot of painkillers, but I could definitely do with some more. And they say crime doesn't pay. It's a weird looking door. It looks destructible. Damn it. Too much damage there. I couldn't dish it out fast enough. Alright, let's see how this one goes. Not better.
Two down, one to go.
I was kind of expecting that to happen, honestly.
Go.
Okay, that went better. Really could do with more painkillers though. Stop being stingy, you bastards. And this is a mob den. There's gotta be a room just full of prescription medication somewhere.
Don't stop at him! This will stop anything. Keep coming.
That explains why it seemed destructible. Yup. Well, I'm not dead. He had a fucking grenade launcher? Honestly, that was to be expected. Yeah, it didn't work out. There we go. Got him. What's candles next to their bed? What kind of shit is that? Weird to bring your trench coat to the bathroom. Thank you. Just let the health regenerate about as far as it'll go before I use the painkillers. Get the maximum amount of effectiveness. Nice. Real nice. I think that's about it.
It was too late for her.
Alright.
You're a real angel, Max.
I couldn't tell whether it was Mona or her sister. The body was a mess. The sick bastard had really gotten a kick out of it. Seeing her lying there got me thinking about another woman's body on another bed. Got me thinking about a fallen cradle.
Ah, it's not.
landed on the manor grounds.
It's been a while since I've heard from you, Alfred.
The more the merrier.
That does sound like trouble, though.
Vince
Alright, how bad is this gonna get? Pretty bad.
Punchinello's trio was done for.
Scraping by. Alright, let's see how bad this goes. Oh, it's cutscene.
Outside my door. Hurry. He's coming for me. You gotta hurry. Please.
I could hear Punchinello on the phone begging for help. He should have been saying his goodbyes. Punchinello was a pushover. The moment I stepped into the room, he folded like a deuce before a royal flush.
No, wait. I was just doing what I was told. I couldn't refuse. She's someone high up. Government, maybe. I don't know.
He was trying to buy more sand
This thing
for his
goes deeper.
hourglass. I wasn't selling any.
No, I told him nothing.
That might not have been a good idea, but it worked. They went for him before they went for me. And they've got cult commandos. It just keeps getting more and more interesting. Must have come from that armed helicopter that just...
Drop it. Don't move.
Game over, Max Payne.
Okay.
I could tell when I was outgunned. It was time to take another beating. The mystery witch was a real barracuda. Trouble on dagger heels, a smoking assault rifle in her hand, and an army of killer suits behind her.
How sweet. I get to kill two birds with one stone.
Sooner or later, it was going to catch up with you.
Mr. Payne, it's time to show you the benefits of my brew. Be a good boy now.
You'd find that Lady Luck was really a hooker. You were fresh out of cash.
That's the end of part 2. Shorter than part 1. I think part 3 is longer than both of them. Not combined, just longer than, I guess, part 1.
Gentlemen, we're done.
So yeah, I guess that does it for today. Part 2. A Cold Day in Hell. Fun fact, Mystery Lady there is actually played by Sam Lake's mother. Sam Lake being the face model for Max Payne in this game. It does seem like a lot of the live action stuff was done on a pretty small budget. As far as more like most of the people who are in them, either members of the development team or like related to them. The voice acting's not, though. I think the voice acting is separate. Like Sam Lake doesn't voice Max Payne, and so on and so forth. But yeah, that is gonna do it for us, I guess. A little under 2 hours. Hey, Titanium. We could keep going, but I always feel when I do stuff like that, the streams end up going over long. And as far as I'm aware, part 3 is, I think, the longest of the parts. And it's going to get vicious because it's the conclusion of the game. So. Yeah. It's time for me. No, it's... Yes, really my concern. If we start part 3, I'm going to want to go through it, and I will end up getting burnt out. That's really my concern. We had a similar thing back when I did Devil May Cry 3. I did 2 sessions of it. I did... The first session was up to the first fight with Virgil, and then the second session was the rest of the game. My original intention was first fight, then second fight, and then finish the game. And like doing like the rest of the game in that second session was a mistake. But yeah, it's fair points, I'd say. Usually I would be going for at least another hour. It's just going to work out as a short stream. Which happens, I guess. There is a little bit of news we have. I have now a decent way of doing DS stuff. Which is pretty good. The limitations primarily... if it requires fast reactions with the touchscreen, can't do it. And if it requires the microphone, can't do it. But beyond that, I have an actual decent way of doing DS games now, which is really cool. So look forward to some of that. We're doing some of that in the future. Definitely like, probably bust out some of the Castlevania games for there. Honestly, I like Metroid Prime until I'd say like maybe the Omega Pirate, probably earlier, like a little bit earlier. But as soon as you hit the point where you have to search for the artifacts, it's not fun anymore. The same is really true of Prime 2, and Prime 2 is worse. But the biggest issue with Prime, more than anything, was doing it in one sitting with the Wiimote. With the GameCube controller. If I'd been sat here with the GameCube controller, it would have been fine. Like, yeah, no, maybe a second drink would have been nice. You like really have to do that kind of thing. Yeah, DS stuff. There's some really good DS stuff. Custom Robo Arena were really nice. I could do both the Custom Robo games that were released in English. Custom Robo on GameCube and Custom Robo Arena. Because I really like Arena. It's the only Custom Robo game that was released in Europe. And I got it on the DS and I really liked it. Really enjoyed it. There's the Castlevania games. Unfortunately, because I'm not able to use the mic, the new setup I have for the DS will not be able to do the Zelda games. However, the Zelda games, the two Zelda DS games are on the Wii U Virtual Console, so I can do them through there. So that's something. There's a lot of good stuff on DS, especially if I really start digging into it. Super Mario 64 DS, which is on Wii U Virtual Console as well. I debate doing that at some point. I've done Super Mario 64 on stream. Super Mario 64 DS mixes things up enough that it is actually worth going through, even if you've like 100%ed original 64. It's fun. Its biggest problem, more than anything, is that it uses a D-pad. It's kind of a ridiculous thing, like, oh yeah, no, what was the main point of Super Mario 64? It's a game designed to show off the benefits of an analog stick. And then they put it on DS and put it on a D-pad, and it's kind of got some issues. But it's a lot of fun. It's a fun game. The Castlevanias, like I say, could maybe do a Pokemon game if I'm ever really in the mood to just not care. Yeah, the controls are the biggest problem. It's got a lot of cool stuff with it. I'm not fond of the way they split the power-ups between the characters. But mixing up with the characters is quite fun. Luigi breaks the game. The extra stars are pretty fun. It's got a lot of good stuff to it. Super Mario 64 DS is a fun time. Oh, like overall. You know, I have my DS here. Let me go through some of the stuff that I could do. I'm actually going through Ace Attorney Investigations for myself at the minute. I've never finished it before. I'm currently on case 2. It's been a while since I've done an Ace Attorney game. It's fun, I enjoy it. Let's see, Advance Wars, Days of Ruin and Dual Strike, Aliens Infestation, the DS version of Batman Brave and the Bold, which is a really fun game. I have actually beaten that. It's good. Bleach, The Blade of Fate, Bleach Dark Souls, Bleach the Third Phantom, Bleach DS4 Flamebringer. All 4 of those are actually fairly good, especially the first 2. The first 2 are fighting games developed by Treasure, and they are really good. Really good Bleach fighting game. Yeah, the awkward thing with Ace Attorney, I was discussing with Chansum on Sunday the idea of ever doing Attorney on stream. And it's like, got Ace Attorney Trilogy on Switch. Apollo Justice is on 3DS, that's the only thing they put it on. They didn't put it on anything else. Like, there's the original DS release, and then they later put it on 3DS, but didn't put it on anything else. So, if I was going to do Apollo Justice, I'd do the DS version now. And of course, Ace Attorney Investigations is only on DS. The same with the sequel. Let's see, Blue Dragon Plus and Awakened Shadow. Probably wouldn't do Plus, maybe Awakened Shadow. Castlevania games, Chrono Trigger. The first one I played was the original. But I enjoy them all. Apollo Justice gets a bad rap, but I really like it. And I'm not fond of how Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies kind of backsteps a bunch of the stuff from Apollo Justice. Custom Robo. Let's see. Dragon Ball Origins wasn't a bad game. Dragon Ball Z Attack of the Saiyans, which is an RPG. Dragon Quest Heroes Rocket Slime, Dragon Quest 4, 5, 6, and 9. Dragon Quest Monsters Joker and Joker 2. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, both of them. Reasonably. 4 Heroes of Light. Tactics A2. Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, Fire Emblem New Mystery of the Emblem. I could do Freshly Picked Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land. I'm not gonna, but I could. Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. If you've never played Ghost Trick, it's from the makers of Ace Attorney, and it is really good. I really like Ghost Trick. Gianna Sisters DS, Golden Sun Dark Dawn, although that'd have to come after I do the first 2. Yeah, New Super Mario Brothers. We'll get to that in a minute. Jump Ultimate Stars. Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. Kingdom Hearts Recoded. Kirby Mouse Attack and Superstar Ultra. The DS versions of the LEGO games, which can be pretty fun in their own right. Lunar Nights. I need to remember the space sections of Lunar Nights. Do they use the touchscreen? Because that could get pretty hard with that. Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. Apparently Bowser's Inside Story does use the mic at one point, which is really awkward. Because it's really good, I like that. Mario Kart DS. Mega Man Star Force series. New Super Mario Brothers. I like the original New Super Mario Brothers. It gets a lot of crap these days. I think generally for just what the New Super Mario Brothers series devolved into, of generic platformer with Mario skin on it. That said, in terms of its actual gameplay, I prefer the original and New Super Mario Bros. 2 to the Wii and New Super Mario Bros. U. Because I do them single player. I don't do them with other people. And Wii and U both feel like they feel too big for one person. There's a lot of space on it, and it feels really bland as a result. Yeah, unfortunately, I was looking into it, and there doesn't seem to be a way for me to bind the mic to a key. Like, there's no settings for the microphone, unfortunately, in what I'm working with. I have to find something else. Yeah, the Professor Layton games, yeah. Ace Attorney, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. Is unfortunately 3DS. I can only do regular DS. Let's see. Pokemon Black, Conquest, Platinum, Soul Silver. 4 Professor Layton games. I did have a thought at one point of doing Professor Layton and making it like a group activity. Yes, Teak, I won. I did win. Yeah, I had a thought of like making Professor Layton a group activity. Like we all like do the puzzles together. I thought that could be a fun idea. Oh, like we all guess at the puzzles or something. Radiant Historia, Resident Evil Deadly Silence, Retro Game Challenge, which if you've never played Retro Game Challenge, check out Retro Game Challenge. It is a really fun DS game. Rune Factory 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. See, that's the issue I'm having too, because like I've got a way now to do DS games reliably. But no way to use the microphone on them, unfortunately. Okami Den would be after Okami. I've never done Okami. I've played it for like an hour. And like not much more. Which is stupid, because I have it, I think, 3 times. I have it on PS2, PS3, and Switch. I might have it on PS4 as well. And I've still not done more than an hour of it. The 2 Saga 2 and Saga 3 remakes. Of course, the big ones here, Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor and Strange Journey. We're currently doing Nocturne. Devil Survivor was my first SMT game, Strange Journey was my second, and Strange Journey is one that really got me into the series. Yeah, I've never done it. I eventually want to get around to it, but yeah, it seems like a lot of the stuff with the mic is basically just registering some kind of noise. So the hope is like just try and bind a key to it to have the mic register something. I remember there's one bit in Phantom Hourglass, which is like they want you to shout into the mic, and then afterwards they say, "You didn't really shout, did you? You could have just snapped your fingers." Like, they are basically looking for... Is this set up? This is... That's fine, I'm within the confines of the game. I need to properly set up this in the mission screen. Yeah. So, like, the Phantom Hourglass example... Please go back to this. There we go. I think the chat probably shows it better here. Okay, let's repeat that because that didn't show up in the chat display. So this is what Titanium just said. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, Phantom Hourglass is just registering any kind of noise. Brain training, if you ever wanted to do that, I think like does require specific noises. But why would I do brain training? But yeah, Shin Megami Tensei. Salato Robo, the Red the Hunter, which is supposed to be pretty good. Not Sonic Chronicles. Sonic Colors. Sonic Colors DS is really underrated. Sonic Rush is a possibility. My biggest concern is doing the special stages because they require you to use the touchscreen. Another code, you know, that's an interesting thought. Yeah, there's another code on DS, and then another code R was a sequel, I think, for the Wii. And along those lines, I'd have to check if Hotel Dusk has any mic interaction. I think it does, unfortunately. I know Last Window does. Some of the Spider-Man games. Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions is actually a really fun Metroidvania on the DS. Suikoden Tear Crease. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. I remember Hotel Dusk using a lot of the stuff. Yeah, Suikoden Tear Crease. Super Princess Peach could be fun. Tales of Innocence. Incredible Hulk. Oh, God of Thunder. Which I think was done by... It's the company that does Shantae. What is the company? Way Forward. There we go. Yeah, Mega Man Battle Network 5 Double Team DS, which is the full title of the game that they say when you start the game up. Mega Man Battle Network 5 Double Team DS. And it lets you choose between which version of Mega Man Battle Network 5 you want to do. Team Proto Man or Team Colonel. honestly, I want to hold off on considering the Mega Man Battle Network games, because I'm kind of hoping that Capcom will turn around and do a Battle Network Legacy Collection. Let's see. I think that's mostly it, yeah. There it is, another code 2 memories. I never really got into the Battle Network series. I did get into the Star Force series, though, that came after it. So my hope is, like, so Capcom has 3 Mega Man series left to put into Legacy Collections. Battle Network, Star Force, and Legends. And my hope is that they will do them. Really, you'd want Battle Network and Star Force together. Although it's doubtful they'd put 9 games together in one collection. I don't know, it'd be nice. So yeah, DS stuff. Push comes to shove, I can do stuff that requires the microphone on the DS. With the Wii U. Especially if it has a virtual console release, like I could do both the Zelda games on there. I don't know, they've been doing more with Mega Man lately. They did the Legacy Collection. The Legacy Collection sold well enough. So they did the Legacy Collection 2 and the X Legacy Collection 1 and 2. And they did Mega Man 11, and Mega Man 11 was pretty good. And if you haven't seen it, like, Mega Man Zero's the X Legacy Collection is really well done. Fantastic. Yeah, it's all stuff for the future then, I guess. But I guess you can add DS games now to the list of stuff you could redeem. Yeah. Yeah, DS stuff. I'm excited for the DS stuff. Definitely fun. I'll probably, once we're done with Nocturne, which will be a while, I'll probably add Strange Journey to the list of redemptions. Strange Journey is really good. Ideally, I'd prefer like the three DS SMT games. Devil Survivor 2, Strange Journey. Ideally, I would prefer to do the 3DS releases. Devil Survivor Overclocked, Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker, and Strange Journey Redux. Because they have a bunch of quality of life improvements and stuff. But I've done the the DS versions of them before. I don't know if I'd want to do... I wasn't overly into Devil Survivor 2. I don't know if I'd want to do that game again. Well, I would really rather do Devil Survivor Overclocked over Devil Survivor, because Devil Survivor Overclocked is more accessible and less bullshit. And bear in mind, like, I'm not really into turn-based tactical RPGs to begin with. Not that fucking Jezebel fighting Devil Survivor. Ridiculous. Anyway. That's definitely going to do it for us for today. We are dropping frames now, so it's probably a good time to call it. Max Payne will be back on Thursday, 8 PM British Summertime BST, where we'll be concluding Max Payne with Part 3, A Bit Closer to Heaven. Superhero Fridays will return on Friday with, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Spider-Man on the Dreamcast, which I can do in a single sitting. Saturday begins anime, I think, at the minute. Last I checked, that was winning the poll. Here is the poll. If you haven't voted, definitely check it out. Cast your vote in there. Get the choice of what you want to be on the stream. It's between a month of anime games and a month of Star Wars games. If I have some ideas for either of them. I don't think we'll be doing any RPGs for them this year. They tend to go over long, and I'd like to do as much as possible with either of them. Not sure what we'd open with. We'd have to see. We would have to see, yeah. Yeah, Saturday begins the May Marathon. I look forward to that. Gonna do a bunch of variety regardless of whether anime or Star Wars wins. Like if Star Wars month wins, got stuff like Star Wars Bounty Hunter, Jedi Outcast, Rogue Squadron 2. A bunch of variety, different genres. If anime wins, got one game per franchise for everything we're covering. I don't know everything we're covering, but like it's not just going to be a month of Dragon Ball games, or a month of One Piece, or a month of Naruto. Because like I could sit down and say like, yeah, no, here's anime, the entire Ultimate Ninja Storm series, and you know what, it'd be good because the Ultimate Ninja Storm games are great. They're really good. But I'm not going to do it. We're going to do one game per franchise. So one Dragon Ball game, one Bleach game, one Naruto game, one Berserk game that I want to get to, possibly a One Piece game. I realised today, going through my list, I actually have a Gurren Lagann game that I could do, which I didn't expect. That could be fun. I could get one of those weird Evangelion games, which is set in an alternate universe and is a dating sim for some reason. I'll admit, I didn't entirely get Evangelion, and maybe that's part of why I'm not overly into it. But I'm pretty sure the point of Evangelion wasn't a high school dating sim. And it's weird that there's more than one Evangelion game that is a high school dating sim. Anyway, yeah, that's going to do it for us for today. Tune in on Thursday, 8 PM British Summertime, BST, when we conclude Max Payne with Part 3, A Bit Closer to Heaven. As everything comes together, and all the plot threads we've got start being tied up. Who killed BB? Where did Valkyria come from? Who is this mysterious woman? Find out on Thursday. But yeah, with that, like, I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. I always really appreciate the support. Big special thank you to everybody in the chat. I believe it was just Titanium and Teak today. Yes. Thank you so much for keeping me company in the chat, guys. Chat is always the best part of the stream. And I really appreciate it. Like I say, back on Thursday, conclusion of Max Payne. Friday, Spider-Man, probably, I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's anything else I can think of that I could do in one sitting without going way longer than I want to. If I wanted to, I could sit down and do something like Arkham Origins in one sitting. It would not be comfortable. Probably like 9 hours. Yeah, probably Spider-Man for the Dreamcast. It's the PS1 game, but it's on Dreamcast. So, like, look forward to that. They've put a bunch of effort into it. It's not just a basic port. I look forward to that. It's pretty cool. And Saturday begins the main marathon. But with that, I think pretty much it. And so, nothing really left for us to say. But thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day. And yeah, I'll catch you next time, guys. Bye.
Thank you.